Listen, if you thought I was going to have a whole commentary and reaction channel and not talk about this Willy experience, Wonka experience in Glasgow, then you're wrong. You're incorrect. But I want to touch on a few things people haven't really spoken about because I've seen a lot of people talk about it. For those of you who don't know, there was this thing called it was called the Wonka experience or the Willy experience, something like that, whatever that is, that happened in Glasgow in Scotland. And it was basically this promise of like a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory-esque experience, right? You go for, we'll look at the website actually, it explains it a lot more. This is basically the website. You can see like all the images are clearly AI. There's like disturbing animals in it, everything like that. There's promises of an enchanted garden. Your journey begins in an enchanted garden with giant sweets, vibrant blooms, goes into the imagination lab. All these images promising incredible, that doesn't say imagination, that says imagination lab. AI, right? The Twilight Tunnel. This, we're gonna see this in real life soon, but look how amazing that looks. If you saw that and was like, I could have this actual experience, this would be amazing. Enchurning entertainment, cat-catching, live performances, Karchi turns, extraordinary lollipops, and a paradise of sweet teas. Such big promises. So tickets were about £35, I believe, which is a lot. If you think about for an average family, it's 35 per person. I don't believe they did like child's prices. So let's say for a family of a mum and dad and a child, it's 30, 60, 90, that's over £100. I don't do maths. It's a lot, but if you're gonna have this huge immersive experience, right? I would pay it. Let me just take you through this FAQ as well. Frequently asked questions. What can I expect? Okay, please bear this in mind if you haven't heard about this already. What can I expect from Willy's chocolate experience? Everyone knows that Willy is like another slang word for a penis, right? Anyway, step into the magical realm of Willy's chocolate experience. A universe where confectionery dreams are brought to life. Explore an array of themed rooms like the Enchanted Garden and the Vision Room and the Lemonade Gallery, each offering a unique and delightful surprise. Okay, listen, I don't even know what to say to this. Okay, what do tickets include? Another important part. General admission includes entry to the experience for any person 4+ years old family. What? Any person 4+ years old. Family ticket includes entry to the experience for 2 adults and 2 children. Carer's ticket includes entry to the experience for 1 person and 1 carer and allows fast access to the experience. It doesn't matter. So we've seen all these images, right? We've seen all these like magical situations, the promises of the Lemonade Room, the Twilight Room, whatever it was. Parents arrived to this event and they ended up calling the police. Let me show you why. Take a look. This is a full tour of the facility.
Hi, this is an exclusive, never before seen video of the actual walkthrough of the Willy's chocolate experience itself. So yeah, you can see now that you're going over the super cool chocolate river. You can see there's lovely flowers and big tall mushrooms that are just so cool. And now we're going through the super cool Twilight Tunnel.
This is a Twilight Tunnel.
Which isn't a tunnel, and it's not Twilight's. And there's a mirror where I popped out of, which is pretty cool. And now you're in the infamous meth lab where kids were given a singular jelly bean. And this is where people got their pictures taken with the Wonkas and the Oompa Loompas. And I thought this pipe looked like the Mario pipe, and that was quite funny. And then in this room is where kids were given the lemonade, or limeade depending on when you came, but yeah.
So this was it. They turned up to this. It is a warehouse, quite a nice warehouse, don't get me wrong, I would do an event there. But it seems to be just props that are fine props provided by an external company, nothing to do with the event, just randomly dotted around the room. And you can see things like, this fucking Twilight Tunnel, it's just a load of sheets hung up and they're not even tidy. Twilight Tunnel, what's tunnel about it? It's a walkway. It's just a walkway with 3 mirrors in it. I can't decide, part of me, right, looks at this event that was organized by an events organization team called like Illuminati Events or something stupid like that, which their website is just full of AI shit. Did they look at this and was like, yeah, this is really good? Or were they like, okay, this is what we've managed to do, let's not panic, let's just see how it goes? Or do they just have terrible, terrible taste and thought that this was a good job? Because yeah, they got props around, and the props are quite good if they were like used correctly. Even like the factory doors are really well made, but like nothing's happening. The kids were promised like free chocolate and stuff, and all they got was like a jelly bean. There was also this bouncy castle at the back of the room. Is that M&M's? No. And all these like random tables sitting around. For what? I don't know, because there was no food or anything like that. Jelly beans and lemonade or limeade. You can also see like the clips holding everything together. It's just very poorly done. Now listen, do I expect theme park, Disney, Universal presentation? No. But like at least peg things correctly to things. Nice and tight. It's just terrible. You know what it is? Everything's wrong with it. I was gonna try and pick out one thing, but I can't. Everything is just generally wrong. This is one picture that's been pretty like famous from it, is this lady laughing because it's like, what else are you meant to do? We've just wasted a whole load of money. So there were actors that were hired to be part of this. They didn't know it was going to be shit. They turned up and I was like, okay, we'll do what we need to do. This clip has become extremely famous as well because all the scripts, so it was going to be like a walkthrough. Have you ever been to like London Dungeons in London? And I think there's dungeons everywhere else. And it's like a walkthrough thing where you go into these amazingly well done rooms. And it's like being in old London, back in like the time when everyone had the plague. And it's just like those actors and they guide you through. I think it was meant to be like that. But this company that seems to be leaning on AI to make everything also chose an AI script. Now, I haven't seen the new Wonka film because it looks shit. But I don't believe there's a character in it called the Unknown. Whereas in the script, this AI script that this company made up, there is this thing called the Unknown. Let's see what the Unknown is.
What is that? It's the Unknown.
And you can hear the kids. The kids are like, no. Listen, it's healthy to scare your children sometimes.
More shocking details emerge about the now viral £35 Willy Wonka immersive experience. Oompa Loompa Kirsty Patterson was forced to wear a pound shop costume and handed an AI-generated gibberish script. She was left angry and embarrassed, completely unaware of the true nature of the event. She still hasn't been paid. Kids were left crying as they were confronted by a made-up villain called the Unknown.
What is that? It's the Unknown.
An evil chocolate maker who lives in the walls. Completely traumatized, the kids had to console themselves with a single jelly bean and a cup of lemonade, as there was no chocolate. The police were called. Now families are demanding a refund.
And rightly so, they need their money back. You're going to a chocolate factory experience, right? At least you could leave with like a bar of chocolate. No, they had one jelly bean and a cup of lemonade. We don't even make nice lemonade in the UK. They mentioned in that as well, the actors still, as from filming this, haven't been paid for this. I can't imagine having to explain this to the people, like being one of the actors, right? And knowing it's shit and just feeling how shit it is and kind of just being like, okay, but we can do our best to give these people a kind of okay-ish experience. And then I would be terrified. I'd be like, everyone is gonna hate it. Everyone's gonna turn up and complain. There's also this quite famous shot of this Oompa Loompa who does not look happy. She's having a rough time, bless her. She actually went on TV recently to kind of speak about their experience, and I have a few clips from that also. By the way, the guy who's talking about this is Judge Rinder. He is like the UK's version of Judge Judy.
Oh dear, oh dear. Sometimes you can oversell, can't you? Now, at the centre of this viral thing was a photo of a very glum-looking actress, Kirsty Patterson, dressed as an Oompa Loompa, and it sort of became the defining image of the whole event and has inspired many memes. And Kirsty joins us now, along with Jenny Fogarty, who was also a fellow Oompa Loompa. So, for those, lots of people will have seen this online. I've seen it online. You were there. You were at the centre of it. But for those that haven't picked up on this yet, so from your perspective, what was this event when you were booked?
So we were getting actually quite well paid for like the 2 days we were working. and they were charging a lot of money for the tickets.
35 quid a ticket.
Yeah. A lot of money.
And it
So they were told also that they were going to be paid £500 a day.
billed to you as what? What is it going to be?
So they told us this was going to be a pantomime style.
Right.
And that we were going to perform and as they walked through. But what happened is they gave us the script the night before.
Right.
I remember on the Friday when I went, it looked like that.
Like an empty rubbish warehouse with nothing in it.
Yeah, basically.
Right.
Yeah, basically. And I kind of thought to myself going, surely they must have people working throughout the night for this to be better with lights and everything like that. But
That's another point. Like a coloured light here and there wouldn't have made it perfect. But you know that tunnel? Some coloured lighting, a roof, some spooky lighting could change everything. You know what I mean? Just go that one step further.
Because people were told it was going to be the magical experience which we've seen in the movies, we've had in our imaginations from the books, and there isn't even an attempt to cover the sort of ceiling or anything, is there?
Right.
Which must have worried you.
how do I describe it? It was tablecloths and a bunch of low IKEA mirrors.
Okay, so this is House of Illuminati, did it? I mean, are they an experienced company? Are they people you worked with before?
Oh, definitely. I've not worked with them before. No, this is not something that's ever happened to me.
So
ever.
when did it start turning from embarrassing and you're worried about letting them down to the parents getting pretty serious? Because the police ended up being called.
Well, I don't think we got the brunt of the abuse. I think we got mostly confusion.
What happened was at this point, we walked out to the pub, walked out, all the actors went out to the pub. This is just not
Wait,
this.
just stop. The actors left and went to the pub.
After it was shut down.
After we shut down, and Grace had a laugh about it. Because we didn't realise it was going to be this big. And then when we came back, it was just, there was four police vans that were outside. And it was just wild.
If you don't have everything together and you're going to put on an event or do anything that people have paid for, if you're only giving half of what you were going to give, don't bother and refund everyone. Or postpone and do it for another time. Don't give half of something. Be like, we have to give them something. Because people would rather have like the good experience than a half-hearted experience. I could do better in my own fucking kitchen. Talking about something a little bit more serious, a claim came out, and this is all allegedly.
Hello, my name's Paul Connell. I was one of the actors who played Willy Wonka at the Willy Wonka chocolate experience fiasco that happened in Glasgow this weekend.
Never planned on actually saying anything about any of this, but since he's basically famous now, I feel like I probably should. These pictures are from March 2015, which I was 17 and he was 22. We met because he was a teacher at the drama school that I went to. This is the first post I posted on Instagram about dating him because he made me wait until after my birthday. My birthday is in March. Because it was weird because I was 16. As soon as he did tell people about it, they kicked me out of the drama school. Which in hindsight I now know is because it's illegal. No one told me that at the time. I thought you had to be 16. This is the age of consent, but if they are in a position of power, like he was because he was a teacher, that's illegal and you have to be over 18. I was so young. This was New Year 2015. No one, again, not many people told me it was wrong. A few people did. But most people acted as if it was fine. His mates did joke a lot about him being a nonce. I wonder why. And as we were together for a while, like I think 5 years, something like that. The longer it went on, the more people were like, "Oh, that's so cute, that's so nice. How long have you been together?" And we'd be like, "Oh, 4 years, 5 years," and they'd be like, and like do the maths. I was in a very vulnerable position when we met, and I wasn't healthy or in a good place, so I was very susceptible to this kind of thing. Seeing everybody be like, "He's so nice, he's so lovely, he deserves so much better," over the last 2 days. No, he doesn't. Like, I'm sure he's a perfectly fine man. Like, I lived with him for many years. I mean, he's annoying. I'm not gonna lie. If you're watching this, you are quite annoying. But also a groomer, like a straight up groomer. Like, you actually can't deny it. If someone is 16 and you are 21, 22 and a teacher at the school that they attend, like, I'm 26 in like 2 weeks, and we were together when he was 26 and I was 20. The thought of being with somebody that's 20 now makes me want to vomit. I just feel like you need to be called out. So yeah, don't be a groomer. That's disgusting behaviour.
So that was taken down for alleged bullying and harassment, but this is her story, and that guy is trying to put himself out there. He's made a TikTok with all the, you know, story time, all that kind of stuff. So some dark things have come out along with that fame, which is going to last a few more weeks off this whole deal. I've seen some videos where people like reacting to it, and I don't think they're quite clocked onto this situation when they're speaking about the guy who played Willy Wonka, or Wonka, in this situation. Probably, I don't feel bad for him in any way. Okay, I would love to know what you feel about this whole situation down below. Some of it is extremely funny when you look on it. A lot of it isn't. It's kind of like, hey, it was a waste of a lot of people's money. A lot of people have been extremely disappointed. Let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.